It's like, City of Stars. I look over, bitch is crying. Bitch is sobbing her eyes out. Bitch is literally like, over there. I'm like, girl, City of Stars. Like, chill. Man, I just gotta say something real quick, before we get into this. The Hershey's Mr. Good Bar with peanuts, legendary, game changing. It literally is just peanut M&Ms as a bar. And on that, it's like the ones that have like the crispy, Red Crispy treat in them. So when you bite into them, there's a bit of a crunch. But the peanut one, the crunch is like not as intense. So you still get that crunch, but it's still like, you know, it's not being too much. You know, it's not trying to be the center of attention. It's not trying to pull the focus. It's just, you know, it adds to it. So I just want to shout that out. Yes. It is currently 2:21 in the morning. I fear all these are just gonna have to be recorded once I get home on Monday. So fuck my life. Yes, it is. What day is today? It is March 10th. Hey, March is gone. Okay, enough about me. Let me shut the hell up. So, let me get into it. Well, I'm gonna start out talking about my fucking week. Cause, okay, craziest part, I had the world's worst wrist pain this weekend. It was fucking awful. I went to work. I was fine. And then just not even at work, bro. It started literally since of Monday, last Monday. I, was kind of doing my shit, doing my job, getting bitched at, literally getting hung because they fucking hate me there. I was literally, doing my job, and I'm like, damn, my right wrist really fucking hurts. And mind you, I'm right-handed, so I'm like, okay. It was kind of like an achy pain, whatever. And then Tuesday, same thing. Wednesday, same fucking thing. I did not go to the gym a lot last week. Only went on Wednesday, whoops. But anyways, so, I was like, okay, Thursday, it is so goddamn bad to the point where I'm like, I can't work. This is killing my wrist. Like, it feels like, at that point, I was just like, I'm about to break my wrist so that at least we know what the fucking issue is. Because I was like, this is too much. I'm done. I got ibuprofen. Like, they gave me pills. They were like, here's some painkillers. Yada, yada. Like, how you feeling? And I was like, these painkillers did but fucking nothing. You only gave me 2. Baby girl, for a headache, I swallowed 10. Like, that's not enough. But whatever, I was like, because they were like, it's so strong. I believe you. Just not for me. But then, whatever. So then, come Thursday, I'm like, fuck, I can't sleep. My hand, my arm, my wrist is fucking killing me. So then, literally, like, before then, one of my coworkers, she was like, oh my god, go buy a wrist strap so, you can wear it, whatever. And she told me, wear it to work. If it starts hurting, wear it to work. Baby girl, the one I bought, the one I bought physically won't let me move my fingers, and I think hurts my wrist even more. Honestly, God, it was hurting my wrist a lot more. At this point, I bought 2, and I have no money, so I'm not gonna buy another one. Fuck no. But whatever. I wake up fucking Friday morning at 8:30, like 8:25. Let's be for real. And let me tell you why. My brother again was like, we have to go to this pop-up. And I don't even know I told y'all about this fucking pop-up that one last time I had. The Dragon Ball one. Holy shit. It's still going on. Hey, they're still going on, I think. But first event of the first day, we pull up. Mind you, we live 2 hours away from where the mall of where this place is, where the pop-up is taking place at. So then literally, and it starts at 10 it's the same time zone. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It starts at 10. We have a 2-hour drive. So at latest, we would have to leave at, 8. However, my brother was like, we gotta be there early, cause like it's gonna be long as line. It's anticipating we gotta get there early. So he said, let's leave at 6. Leave at 6? I know y'all know my brother. Y'all don't. But that motherfucker is not a morning person whatsoever. I think he would rather put a gun in his mouth, then wake up in the morning early. If you wake him up early, he's in a bad fucking mood. He's bitchy, he's annoying. Ugh. It's unbearable. So the fact that this motherfucker tells me we're leaving at 6, I didn't believe you. And second of all, I get off work at 2 a.m. So if that means I would have to immediately go to sleep. And baby girl, I'm not doing that. Hey, mind you, I don't even get home until like 2:12 on a good day. Like, I literally get home and then I gotta, brush my teeth, wash my face, do my bullshit, scroll on my phone. I thought most of the days I go to sleep around, 4 in the morning. So the fact that he was like, oh, yeah, we're leaving at 6. I would have to get up at 4 because, not 4, I would have to get up at 5 because I like to, give some of a fuck about how my hair looks, what I look like. Like, hey, I give a shit about my hygiene. Like, so I can't wake up at 6 because my hair's gonna be a mess because I always have bad head. I have to change, I have to do my shit. It's gonna be awful. So I deadass was like, oh, I can't fall asleep because also once the second my eyes close and I enter that REM state, good luck getting me out of it, bitch. I love sleeping. I don't do it a lot. Okay, I do it a lot. I do it a lot. I don't like actively making myself go to sleep. That's annoying because I don't like it being the next day. Hey, I don't like that. See, like, I don't like going to sleep because, for me, I don't like going to sleep because the next day I have to go to work. It means the next day, and then it means I have my new responsibilities all over again. It's gonna reset the cycle. I don't like doing that. Especially for me, it was especially awful when I worked days because, again, like I said, I get off at 2. I used to work 6 to 4:30, and it was awful because I would immediately wake up at 5, like 5:15, and then I would have to go to work at 6. So, mind you, I only live 2 minutes away. So that entire hour is me actively trying to get out of bed. So, it was butt fucking awful for me to literally even get up. And because I hated my job, not hated my job, I still do. But no, I mean, like, I hated waking up in the morning. I hated having to do some BS, but I was like, oh my fucking God. Because again, I'm like, I don't hate my job, but it's a job. So who really loves their job? Who's like, I love my job? Unless I like, paid money, went to college, and actually got a degree in something that I'm passionate about, which, mind you, I'm not. I don't do that. So, yeah, no, I really was like, I don't want to go to work. So then to me, I was like, if I go to sleep now, the next thing I do, I'm going to open my eyes and I have to go to work. I'm not doing that. So then I would get pissed. And then also, like, my entire days, the days I go to work, good luck getting a fucking text from me. Because even now, my schedule, like, like, when I sound it out, it doesn't sound that busy. But, like, to me, hey, she busy. Like, when I worked days, 6 to 4:30 already blocked out because I had to go to work. So let's just say my day starts at 5:15. 5:15, I get up, brush my shit, brush my teeth, brush my hair, style it in my fucking claw clip, contemplate my life, wish I were asleep, hit the snooze button, and not eat breakfast, mind you, not eat breakfast because I don't eat breakfast. Now I do, but I didn't then. So then I would, do that, put my shit on, take out the trash. Why did I take out the trash? I'll take out the trash at night, like after work. It would be like 9 p.m. and I'll take out the trash. But, so, I went out, I took out the trash. I don't fucking know. And then 99% of the time, I didn't bring lunch because either I didn't make it, because the only way I would have lunch already pre-made is if I meal prepped it or if I made myself the world's dookiest sandwich real quick. And let me tell you, half the time I wasn't waking up early enough to make a dookie sandwich. So I literally would not take any lunch, and I would go to the gas station. That's 2 minutes from my job, 2 minutes from my house. Yeah. Not 2 minutes. It's 1 minute from my house. 30 seconds, if you would, with the stops. But, so I would either go to the gas station that was next to my house after work, because again, during my lunch break. And mind you, everybody went there. I go in there at 12, Everybody was there. My coworkers buying cigarettes, buying the lunches, whatever the fuck. So on an average, I would spend $40 a week on lunch. No, probably like a month, because I would go there like once a week, because there was just like, I would limit myself, because I was like, I don't want people to know who I am. Here's my thing. I refuse to become a regular anywhere, because I don't need people knowing me like that. And also, it's like, especially at a restaurant, I would kill myself if I was a regular at a restaurant, because that means I go in there enough to the point where you know my name, you know my order, you know who I am. That's embarrassing. And mind you, I've worked in the food industry. I've worked as a server. So, of course, I've had regulars. And you know what I was doing? I was like, hey, y'all. Like, never once judged them. I was like, you know what? I know you so good. I know your order. Like, that was me. Now, though, I'm like, hell no. People can't know that I'm here 24/7. Like, no. No. So, I refused to go into anywhere and be regular. So, at the gas station, for sure, I was like, oh, no. People gonna know who I am? I gotta chill. So I told myself how to stop. But anyways, so I would do that, and then I would go to work, and then I'll leave 4:30. 4:30, and then I would get home around like 4:40, because my clock out time is 4:30. But I would always clock out like 4:32, 35, and then the drive home, and then 99% of the time, if it's the summertime, we have a bunch of stray cats in my yard. So there's dead ass, like, right now 3 stray cats that like kind of on the reg, because one of my neighbors, when they moved in like months ago, they had, or I think it's one of my neighbors when they moved out, they had a blue recliner. Just threw that shit in our backyard. Just threw it in our backyard. And mind you, our backyard is big. Like, and there's like a little woody area. It's maybe like 3 rows of like trees. But like the rows are filled up of trees, but there's like probably like 3 rows in there. It's like a good little chunk, probably like a yard of trees, like a little yard over there. But so we have like a little tree area, and then they threw the recliner all the way back there. And it was there since like summer. I think it was there since summer, but like summer, and now it's spring. But so it's been there. And then recently, we've seen 3 cats literally sit and chill on that recliner. It is the funniest thing ever. I literally have a photo of one of the cats. Literally, like, their paw is stretched, their little arm is stretched, like, over the recliner arm. And then it moved. And one of the other cats, it's like, they're like kittens. Another one was laying down, feet propped up on the arm. Like, it was the funniest fucking picture. And there's another one that normally comes by. Those are new. But another one that normally came by, oh my god, I miss her every day. Her name was Megatron. She was this white and black cat. She was my neighbor's cat. Yeah, but she would go outside and then she would chill with me all day. So whatever. And I would feed her, so she was getting like quadruple meals. But Megatron, I loved her to death. She would chill on my car, on my brother's car, sleep. So, oh my god, I literally have like 2 photos of her where she's balled up in a ball on top of my car sleeping, and another one where she's like long, like a little snake sleeping. Oh, I miss her so much. She was so silly, so cute. I love her. She would always hang out with us. Like, I would pet her, pick her up, nothing. Like, she was a diva. She was my goat. But my neighbors moved in, they took her. and I know for a fact that was theirs, because I think the month before they moved, they put a collar on her with a little bell. I was like, fuck. So then when they moved, and mind you, there was really days where my neighbors would be outside, like the neighbors who owned Megatron, they would be outside, and then we would go outside because like we were doing some bullshit. Because during the summertime, like when she moved, during the summertime, we would literally planting plants. So my mom and my dad and I would be outside, and we used to have a swinging like bench. Then my dad sat on it and it broke. But it was raining heavily, and that thing was like 15 years old. So it was meant to break. But my dad, he broke it. So now we don't have anywhere to sit outside, so now we don't go outside. But no, there's really days where we would be outside at the same time that my neighbors were, and then Megatron would literally cross the street and come to us. I know that's fucking right. She knew where home at. But there's really, like, I have so many photos of us when we were literally, like, my dad, my mom, and I were literally outside, like, patting down gravel, like, because we would put, like, a little gravel thing. Literally pressing down the gravel, like, fixing it up. And there's really Megatron sort of, like, she just, like, came over, jumped on a seat, and sat and hung out with us. Like, my mom has this, like, glass table outside that we would, like, sometimes eat dinner at. She literally, would jump up there and sleep. Like, I have so many photos of her asleep. And then when I would go to work at like 5 in the morning, because during the summertime, of course, the sun is up at 5:55 in the morning, I would literally have like photos of her asleep, like in the sunrise. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. She moved though. And then there was other cats. There's little Buddy. He's a tabby cat who, I swear, every single time is fucking beat the hell up. I don't know what the hell happens to him. He literally gets jumped every single day. And then there's another one called Starscream, who I swear beats up little Buddy. Like, I literally have woken up to them screaming, and by them I mean Starscream screaming at little Buddy outside my window. And I'm like, what the hell? And there's been days like in the fall of last year, so this was like after Megatron was gone, where I was literally chilling out with little Buddy, because little Buddy used to come every day. And now little Buddy just shows up whenever the fuck he wants. But little Buddy used to come every day, and then I would be feeding him, and I would go inside, and I'll come out, and I see little Buddy like huddling in the corner, crying into the fucking grill, and I'm like, what the hell? I look over, Starscream just there chilling exactly where little Buddy used to be, and like Starscream was hissing at him and shit. I was like, what the hell? What the hell? I was like, whoa, why we got beef, girls? So yeah, but there's a lot of cats. So as I was saying, my day, so yeah, I would come home, I'll chill with the cats for a bit. So at that point, it was like 4:50. I would go inside because I was fucking around outside. I would feed them and I would just pet them and be like, oh my god, kitties, and then I would go inside. And then of course I gotta take my dump. I gotta take a poop. So then I'm chilling in the bathroom on my phone. Next thing I know, it's 5:05. Great. And here's the thing. I go to the gym. Shocker. But so when I worked in the mornings, I would either go at 5:15 or 5:30. It was just like depending if how lazy I was. So then I would be like, ugh, now I gotta get up and take my pre-workout and I gotta go to the gym. In my work clothes, I don't give a fuck. So then I would take my pre-workout, grab my gym bag, go to the gym, and then say I would start. My workouts would normally start around 5:30. So then at 5:30, I would start my workout, whatever. Mind you, popping pussy. The busiest time for the gym is like 4:30 to 8. That is the busiest fucking hours of the gym. And mind you, I'm jumping in like, hey. So mind you, it was hell at that gym. And mind you, everybody who went there, like, I would see them every single fucking time I went. I was like, oh, there's Mohawk fucking braid guy. Oh, there's that other motherfucker. Whoa, there's long ass hair. Like, it was like, I was like, oh, I know everybody here. I know everybody in here. So then I would normally say I started working at 5:30, and then in there at the gym I spent nearly damn 2 hours in there. So then I would now I still do it, guys, I still do, but I'm trying to stop. But work out, and then I would come home around like 7:15, because the gym is like, with the traffic, 7 minutes away from my house. So then at that point it would be like 7:15. Sometimes the cats will still be out there. I'll fuck with them. I'm like, kitties. And then I'll go inside, and I'm like, great. Now I'm fucking starving because the last thing I ate was 7 hours ago on my lunch break. So then I would literally, depending if my mom made food, and sometimes I was on a little kick of like, I can make my own food. And I'd be like, fuck, I wish I never said that, because now I gotta make my own fucking dinner, bro. But at first I gotta shower. So then it was either I was eat my dinner or I would shower. 99%. I would eat my dinner and then I would shower. So then I would make my dinner, some bullshit, what the fuck I was doing at the time. And then I would eat. And then by that point, it was like fucking 8:45. Okay, it's 8:45 now because I'm taking like 30 to 45 minutes cooking. So now it's like 8, and then I take another 30 minutes eating on my phone. I'm like, fuck, it's 8:30. And my mom normally comes home around like 9:30 for work. Sometimes she'll come early, and I'm like, wait, I can't jump in the shower now because then she'll beat my fucking ass. Because she's like, if I'm coming home from work, you better not be in the fucking bathroom. You better not be in the shower. I'm beating you up. Okay. Sometimes I said, fuck it, I'm going in there, she can beat me up. And other times I said, well, I gotta wait until she comes home so I can go shower. So then I would, let's just say I shower that day. Okay, so now I normally take 30 minutes in the shower because I like to fuck around in there. Hey, sorry, I like to fuck around in the shower. So then I would take a shower, do my bullshit. Great. Now it's like 9:15, 9:20. I'm gonna take out the trash. Now I take out the trash, whatever. Now it's like, okay, now I finally have me alone time. But here's the thing. If I want to get my ample 7 hours of sleep, I gotta go to bed right now. I literally have to go to bed. And you know what I was doing? Not that. I said, girl, fuck no, I'm not going to sleep. I said, hell the fuck no, I am not gonna go to sleep. I said, if I go to sleep, the cycle restarts and I have to go to work. So I literally would be on my phone to a point where it was really like 11:30 and I'd be like, no, like I gotta go to sleep. I gotta go to sleep if I want at least 5.5 hours of sleep. And let me tell you, I was not doing that shit. Bro, it was like, I literally, at the point when I hit like 12:30, I had to be like, I have to turn my phone off. I have to turn my phone off. I have to turn my phone off. It was awful, bro. I literally had to force myself to go to sleep because I did not want to go to sleep because I already knew if I woke up, I would have to go to work. So yeah, I'm busy as hell those days. And then night shift, it's just that in reverse. I wake up, immediately go to the gym. I set my alarms for 10 a.m. They start buzzing. And you know what I'm doing? Hitting that snooze button. I don't give a fuck. Because some days I'm just like, I'm not going. I don't give a fuck, I'm not going. So then I'll hit that snooze until it's like 10:45, and I'll be like, okay, let me get up. Go in the bathroom, like rub my eyes, get the fucking tiredness out of my eyes, brush my teeth, fuck my life, put on random ass clothes, put on my socks, grab my gym bag, I get the hell out of the door. That's it. I don't take no pre-workout no more. I love my pre-workout. I love it when the feeling of wanting to rip my skin off. That was the best feeling. That's when I knew I was gonna get a good workout in. Cause when I would add extra shit. Oh my god, I don't even remember what it's called because I haven't taken it in like 3 months, so I just forget. L-carnitine, I think that's what it is. It's literally that literally is what makes like the stimulant work in pre-workout, like with the caffeine. It like makes you like your skin tingle. I will literally add more of that to my shit so it will work. But now I don't take it because I'm too butt fucking lazy for that. So I get out of my house at like 11:05 and drive to the gym. It's 11:10. Get in, immediately start my workout. And then now I've had to dull it down because I have to be like, I need to be out of here in an hour. I need to be done. I need to get out. So then normally I skip abs because at this point I don't give a fuck. I try not to skip cardio. I'll just skip it today. That's besides the point. So I try not to skip cardio. I'll skip abs. I don't give a fuck. Hey, Russian twist. You can suck my cock. I don't give a fuck. So then, but normally it's like legs. Normally I try to keep it to 4 leg, because it depends on the muscle group that I'm working out. It's either upper body or lower body. Because I used to work out before, glutes and glutes and hamstrings, quads and abs, shoulders and fucking back, chest and whatever the fuck. I used to do that. Now I'm just like upper body, lower body. I don't give a fuck. Because I'm trying to get out of there ASAP. And because I have to fucking do shit. So then now it's like 11. Say I get home 12:30. That's only the time I get home from the gym. So I hit my gown an hour and a half. So I'm doing my bullshit. I get home. Now I have to go make my breakfast. And what I used to eat was an everything bagel with 1/3 less fat cream cheese, turkey sausage breakfast patty. Make that, cut it up, give me a plate of apples. I'm eating that shit. That used to be my breakfast. And the doctor told me I might have fatty liver, so they're like, that's really concerning. And they said, just go to the gym more. And then basically that's only what they do. They're like, just go to the gym more. Okay. So I was like, okay, they're not going to help me because they were just like, okay, fatty, eat good and work out. Hey, I already do that. Hey, I literally already do that. So I was like, yeah, whatever. So, and that's like, I've literally had that issue since I was like 15. So I think it's genuinely, it just might be something that's happens. I might just generally have fatty liver disease, whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna bitch with these guys because I literally said I wanted an appointment in person because I wanted to be able to go and get the test study done then. Now I have to make another goddamn fucking appointment, and then they also just requested me more labs for me. So now they want me to go get more labs. So now I have to make another fucking appointment, for my labs. Now I get another appointment for a fucking ultrasound for my fucking liver. Oh my, whatever. Also, my dad has fatty liver disease, so yeah. I'm pretty sure if I can have it. But anyways, so I was like, you know what? I'm not going to argue with these fucking doctors. They ruined my mood. This phone, because it was going to be an in-person, they switched to the phone call. This phone call's already 35 minutes late. I'm pissed. Like, I'm watching JoJo right now. Leave me the hell alone. Also, guys, like I said, I am now on episode, 26 of part 6. I'll get into it in a sec. But, so I was like, you know what, whatever. I looked up ways to fix fatty liver disease. Number one thing was the Mediterranean diet. I said, okay, what the hell is this? Basically, no lean meats, hella veggies, hella oils and fats, and then fish. And basically fish and white meat. I was like, okay, I can do that. So, now what I eat is hella eggs. I think today I had an egg salad. Tomorrow I'm going to have eggs and beans and eggs. Mexican beans. Don't get this fucking sick and twisted. I'm not one of you little fucking refried bean bitches. Mexican beans and some eggs. That's probably what I'm going to eat with some fruit. I always eat fruit. I love fruit. And then what I normally take for my lunch, what I'm going to take tomorrow, because now I have to make my lunches. Mind you, I have to make my lunches. So, and I have to make my breakfast. I have to cook everything. So then, mind you, I now have to, so say I get home at 12:30. Now I have to make my breakfast, which is it's probably gonna be eggs. So it's some boiled eggs, and now I gotta fucking heat up a pan, mix in my eggs. I have egg whites. I'm gonna do my fucking egg whites, the fucking seasonings, fucking heat up my fucking beans. I gotta cut my avocado. I gotta cut my fruit up. It depends if my mom's gonna have fruit, but we just ate all the mangoes. I swear, we buy mangoes and they last 24 hours. Like, girl, maybe cut up 2 and chill. So then, I think she said she was gonna cut me some kiwis, because we bought kiwis. So, probably gonna eat some kiwis. If not, I'm gonna eat an apple or a pear, whatever. And then, by that point, I'm done eating. It's around 1:30. Because, it takes me like 30 minutes to cook my food and 30 minutes to eat my fucking food on my phone. Now it's 1:30. And I go to work at 3:30. So now I have 2 hours. So now I can BS for about an hour. I used to be able to BS for about an hour. Now I can BS for 30 minutes. Because now I have to make my own lunches. Because I used to meal prep my lunches. So I used to meal prep, pasta. I think it's like beef bolognese, I think. Which was basically pasta, beef, tomato sauce. And mix that shit together with some bell pepper and some onion, some seasonings. Done. Meal prep that. Measure that shit out for my 4 days of work. Normally each container about 375 grams of food, which, mind you, was hefty. Only less than 600 calories. I was like, okay, banger. So that's what I used to eat. Either that or like a chicken salad. And like by chicken salad, I mean shredded chicken with some mayo, some steamed veggies, and it's or at least what we call it is ensalada rusa. So I would basically eat that, and I would meal prep that for my week. But I don't want to eat chicken salad 4 days a week for the rest of my life. So I was like, and mind you, I love fish. I love seafood. That is my favorite food. Is sushi. Like, I love seafood. So I was like, okay, I was like, I don't know what to prep a Mediterranean diet. I tried this cucumber salad. It was like cucumber, tomato, dill pickle, bell peppers, onion, and some hard-boiled eggs. That low-key tasted like shit. I was low-key mad as hell. Didn't make that again. I mean, I could make that for like breakfast, but I don't feel like making that again for my lunches and eating that every damn day. I said, hell no, I'm not doing that. With some it had feta cheese and olive oil on it. But I did not feel like doing that shit every single day. And cutting that shit up was so fucking awful. Cutting it up and cleaning up the mess afterwards, awful. So now I've just like, okay, I've bought fillets of fish, salmon, and tilapia. And now I have to defrost one every single goddamn day. cook it, and then portion it. So what I've decided I'm gonna start doing now is at 2:05 is when I start. I cut open the fucking fillet, pat that bitch down, clean her up, pat her down, and then I put in paprika, garlic powder, and then we got this like oregano herb seasoning that we just bought at Costco. I use that, and then I throw it on my pan with some extra virgin olive oil, cook it up, set it aside. And then also I started, instead of using white rice, because I was using white rice, now I've decided I'm going to start using cauliflower rice, so I can get at least more vegetables into my shit. And also cauliflower has like good fiber in it, and like low-key makes you shit, whatever. So and the fiber's good for you, I guess. So now I'm going to use cauliflower rice instead of normal rice, which, mind you, I am a cauliflower rice connoisseur. This is not me being like, let me try something new. No, I've been the cauliflower rice bitch. Like, when I first got diagnosed with fatty liver disease when I was like 16, I was 17, but this was literally like October of my junior year. So from October to like March, I would say October to probably summertime. Like, I would say let's just say April, because I was not eating bullshit at prom. So I'll just say this for like 6 months. My mom put me on the world's strictest diet because of my fatty liver disease, which technically was basically the Mediterranean diet, if we want to talk about it in that sense, because it was basically just a bunch of egg and fish that I ate and veggies. But my mom told me on that strict ass diet, and the only thing I was allowed to eat was cauliflower rice. So I've been a fan of cauliflower rice, and it's not bad. Cauliflower rice is not bad. I don't know if anyone says. So I've been a fan of cauliflower rice for like a hot minute. So I do like cauliflower rice. I've just decided to re-enter it into my diet because that it's just more veggies overall. I definitely do need more veggies in my diet, I think. Before the food I was eating now, I remember I mentioned to Adeline at one point, I was like, I deadass, like, the only thing I'm not eating right now is my fucking veggies. Like, I eat fruit daily, I eat wheat, fucking dairy, bullshit, meat. I'm not getting no veggies in there. Now I get extra veggies in there. So, when I get the fish, now with the cauliflower rice, I also cut up half a cucumber, chop it into little bite-sized pieces, and put it in a little zippy bag. So then when I heat up my food, I just throw that shit in there. Now it gives it all extra green crunch. So now I add cucumber to my food. And that's what I eat every day. That's what I eat. But I have to start cooking that around 2. And normally I finish up around like 2:30. So then I go into my room and I bullshit for like an extra 20 minutes. And by the time it's 2:50, I start crying. No, and then it's 2:50, so then I have to literally start. I have to fix my hair up for work, and then I contemplate about killing myself. I change into my work clothes, and I do my hair, and then I contemplate my life. And then at 3:10, I start taking out the trash, and then by 3:18, I'm at the door heading to work, and then I clock in, and then I'm there until 2, and then I come home. I take a rinse, and then I brush my teeth, wash my face, and then I doom scroll for a bit, and then it's 4. So then that stalker restarts. Like, I'm telling you, I'm a busy fucking bitch the days I go to work. And I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. And then I'm also the world's busiest bitch on the weekends. Like, I think the last day I had to myself was who fucking knows? Who fucking knows what I do last week? Did I get my nails done? Not this last Sunday, the Sunday before that. March 1st, I got my nails done. The 27th, the 28th, I hung out with my brother. The 27th, I hung out with my brother. And then, so that last weekend I was busy, a busy girl. And then, this last weekend the 27th I went to a movie with my brother. And then the next day I hung out with my brother. And then I got my nails done and I met my diva for a bit. I talked with my divas, got a Shamrock Shake, went to Walmart. And then this weekend on Friday, had to drive this stupid fucking pop up 2 hours away. But since we left at 9 and 9:30, honestly, we got there not popping pussy at all. And it was raining and my left turn signal went out. And that was awful. We got home around 2. Started watching JoJo. My brother fell asleep. And then I met up with my diva because I gave her a bookmark that I bought her. And then I met up with her again because we went to Walmart and we were going to go on a walk. And then she was like, let's go on the walk at like 5:45. The sun was down by like 5:55. So what the hell are you talking about? And my mom called me like at 5:55 and she was like, oh, did you go? Because I texted her, hey, can I go on a walk with my friend? Didn't respond. And then afterwards, after I talked about it with my friend, I was like, you know what? Never mind. No walk. And then she called me like around 5:55 and she was like, oh, not going on the walk no more? Did your friend not want to go on a walk? I said, girl, it's dark as hell. It's literally nighttime. And she's like, is it really? I said, girl, it's 6 p.m. And I looked outside. It was dark. I was like, yeah, girl. Yeah, it's dark outside. Then daylight savings just hit. So now it won't be dark outside at 6 p.m. All right. So then, Saturday, I went to Costco and breakfast with my family. And everyone was in the world's shittiest mood. So that sucked. And then, went home, chilled for a bit. Then I really didn't have anything else to do that day. But it just felt like a busy day. I was like, now I'm busy. I'm working. And then the next day, I went to go see La La Land with my diva. I overslept. That's besides the point. Hey, that's besides the point. Daylight savings hit. What about it? Daylight savings hit and I overslept. What about it? Besides the point. Went to see La La Land. It was incredible. Why was the theater full of unks? And why was everyone crying? Like, mind you, movie 2 minutes in, I looked to my right, a bitch is sniffling. I said, hello? She's like, no, this part's so good. I think I went through that entire, 2 hours? 2-hour movies here in next on my right. Like, suddenly the planetarium scene happens. I hear full wailing on this. I'm like, girl, shut the hell up. Oh, she can beat me up because I'm over exaggerating. She wasn't wailing, but she was sobbing. She was actively sniffling and crying the entire time. And then on my left, I see a grown ass man, Unc. It's like, hello? He's also crying. Huh? I, for the amount of times that I cry when I watch a movie, I did not. Like, I teared up. I teared up and maybe one tear slipped out. I did tear up towards, like, the end of it because that movie's fucking diabolical. However, I wasn't like some people I know who were crying at literally City of Stars. Girl, chill out. It's like, City of Stars. I look over, bitch is crying. Bitch is sobbing her eyes out. Bitch is literally like, over there. I'm like, girl, it's City of Stars. So, like, chill. And then I got some B-dubs. Shit's banger. Okay. So, after getting bone-in honey garlic wings, and then getting boneless honey garlic wings, for sure, bone-in wings are 100% better. They tasted so much better when I had them. And I was like, this just isn't giving. Did I eat all 10 pieces of it? Yes, I did. But I wasn't giving what it's supposed to give. So for sure, next time I buy wings, I'm getting them bone-in. Because I'm fucking done with the chicken nuggets. I'm done. Y'all piss me off. Enough. And then, like, I'm pretty sure they're like boneless. Somebody rip open the fucking Tyson bag, fucking chicken nuggets, and throw that shit in there. And then we went to Goodwill, and then we went home, and then I watched The Princess Bride because my coworker was like, you have to watch The Princess Bride. And she was like, I'm gonna ask you questions about it just so I know you're watching it. Like, I was like, fuck. Let me tell you, that shit was so good. I was like, what the hell? The fact that the girl's name is Buttercup, looky funny as hell. Wesley, he was kind of funny. No, he was funny because he was jealous, bro. Because, okay, Wesley died in the beginning, like, the whole point. So then he died. The princess is like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself because I love him and that's my true love. He just fucking died. So then, the new prince, like, of a kingdom or whatever the fuck, he was like, I get to pick anyone to be my wife, and I picked Princess Buttercup. So then now she's gonna be the wife. So then she's chilling, horseback riding. She gets abducted by 3 men. One plays one of the doctors in Young Sheldon. I don't remember his name. The fucking college professor, or the fuck, the one that, like, no, he's not the one that started dating Meemaw. But I think he liked Meemaw, or they did date at one point, and then she started dating another guy. I don't fucking remember. But it was him, and then another guy, and then like a giant, and then a Spaniard. They literally called him a Spaniard. It's like Intego Montoya was his name. He was like, son of Diego Montoya. He's like, I am Inicio Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Like, I was like, yeah, that's kind of funny. So then he fights. They're like, they kidnap the princess. They go to kill her when they see a ship, and it's the Dread Pirate Roberts, which is like basically the Blackbeard pirates of the One Piece world. So then, they're going after, like, Dread Pirates. He gets off and he starts following them, and then he starts climbing up the wall, and then the main guy's like, okay, Spaniard guy, you have to fight him off. And he said, okay. So then they start fighting. Dread Pirates, he wins. So then he runs off, and then then they see him going after them still. So the main guy's like, okay, giant, you fight him. So then they fight, and then Roberts wins. And then they have a drinking game with, he runs up to the other guy and he's like, let's have a wits battle, let's see who can, like, outwit the other one. So then he's like, here's lidocaine, actual, like, poison, I'm gonna put in the cup, let's see, one of the cups gonna have it, let's see who wins. So they drink the cup, and then the guy's like, aha, I switched the cups, so you're the one dead. And then he drops dead, and and then he tells the princess, because, Princess Buttercup has been here the entire time. He's like, she's like, how'd you know, like, which cup was poisoned? And he's like, they both had poison. I just built an immune to lidocaine. Girl, shut the hell up. He did not build up an immune to poison. Girl, shut the hell up. You know you do not relate to Evelyn Jean. Girl, shut the hell up. Anyways, so then he's like, oh, you're marrying off the prince, huh? And she's like, I had a one true love. Like, he died. And he's like, yeah, and how long did you wait to get remarried? A day? Or maybe even a week? So then, like, he's being a pissy ass. He's like, oh, you get with that ugly ass guy? And then it's revealed that Wesley is Dread Pirate Robert. And it's because he got captured, but then the pirate retired, and he was like, you can keep the spot, I don't want it. He said, okay. So, I don't know why he didn't just, I don't fucking know, go home. But, no, he stayed. And so now they're running away from the prince, because the prince is, like, hunting after them, being like, you returned my bride, and whatever the fuck. So eventually they get cornered, and then he's like, she's like, I'll go with you, but, like, don't kill him, please. And he's like, okay, I won't kill the pirate boyfriend. He locks him up and really starts torturing him. He's like, I'm not listening to this bitch. And then she's like, no, he's gonna come for me, because their wedding was in 10 days. And he's like, he's gonna come for me, and if not, I will kill myself. Because they're like all had like, they're near the Netherlands, so they got some accent. And she's like, I will kill myself if I dead ass. She's like, I would not marry you, I'd rather kill myself. So then she's like, every day she's like, no, my Wesley will come for me. Like, he's gonna come for me. He came for me once. Like, I thought he was dead and he came back. He's going to, mind you, he is currently chained up under a tree. Like, it's like the entrance is hidden in a tree. But he's chained up underground, getting the life sucked out of him. Sure. So eventually it's the wedding day. He gets killed. The fucking prince goes down there. He's like mad as hell, and he just fucking kills him. I don't know, like drains his life force of like 50 years, kills him. So then you see that the Spaniard guy, the one he was sword fighting with, and the giant were still alive, and they're like, you know what, let's go save the Dread Pirates, like true love always wins, or what the fuck. So then they go find him. They see he's dead. So they take him to get resurrected, and he gets resurrected because the guy who resurrected him was holding a grudge against the prince. And he's like, I don't want that motherfucker to be happy. Let's get this guy back. So then it's the wedding night. The entire time during the wedding, the princess is like, no, he's gonna come any second now. Any second now, he's gonna be here. So then he doesn't show up because he's too busy, like, because mind you, he drained all his power, his life form from him. He's weak, he can't even stand, much less fight. So now he's like all weak and shit. So they're like they're somehow trying to get inside. It's like a huge mess. So then by the end of the ceremony, because he skipped the part, they didn't say I do. They just went, you're okay, you're husband and wife, boom, get out of here. So there's no vows, no I do's, no kiss, no nothing. So then she's walking with the king and the queen, because because he's still just a prince. He's gonna be the future king, but he's not the king yet because the dad's not dead, but the dad is old as hell. So they're walking by, and then he was like, I'll take you to the honeymoon suite. And she's like, this is going to be the goodbye. This is the last time you're going to see me. Because when I get in there, I'm going to kill myself. And he's like, you're so silly, girl. So then she goes in there. She sits down, immediately opens up a box with a knife and holds that shit up to her, like, her heart. And she's about to stab it when a voice behind her goes, he's like, there's a shortage of perfectly good breasts in the world. I would hate to see you damage yours. And it's fucking Wesley. He's just like chilling on the bed, paralyzed. But you paralyzed still because, he lost all this. He lost his strength. The swords guy, he's on revenge because the count killed his father when he was 11. Mind you, he's 31 now. He is like 31 now. You know what? Smash. He is like 31 now. So like this was like 20 years ago or something. So then he was like 20-year grudge. Yeah, he said it was a 20-year grudge, and his dad died when he was 11. So he's like 31. So then he finds the guy who kills his dad. And then he's chasing after the guy. The guy gets ahead, turns around, throws a knife into this guy's stomach. And he like Montoya. I'm just gonna call him Montoya, because I don't feel like fucking finding his first. I don't remember his first name. Just an I don't give a shit. So Montoya, he falls, and he's like bleeding out, and it's like low-key serious. And I'm like, I was like, wait, no way they just killed this guy. And then it cuts to another like scene, another intense scene. I was like, wait. I'm like, you gotta go back. There's no way they didn't kill this guy. They didn't kill him, thank God. But he stands up and he kills the guy who killed his father. And then they all escape. And then they live happily ever after. And it's a really good movie. I honest to God, like, watch it if you haven't. It is on Disney Plus, which is annoying. And I did cancel my Disney Plus. However, somehow through the grapevine, I was able to actually watch it with my shit still canceled. But they are now harassing me every single day, being like, "Hey, your payment, it didn't go through. What's up with that? Let's get that fixed, huh? Like, hey, let's fix this. No, yeah, like we should totally fix this." So now I am getting harassed by Disney Plus. But yeah, no, it was a really great movie. 100% recommend it. Recommend that shit. Okay. It is late now, so this is what I'm gonna leave off at. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. Haven't seen the Princess Bride. Hashtag go watch it. La La Land. Hashtag go watch it. 10-year anniversary. Why the fuck not? And yeah, I didn't even talk about JoJo, but honestly, that's not important. I'll leave that for another episode. Maybe when I finish JoJo and Steel Ball Run comes out, maybe I'll update then. But for now, that's all I got. All right, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.